Chilling online Pact. Florida man charged in UK woman's horrific murder. Warning: graphic content. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK 8255. A disturbing story is unfolding from Florida, where a man is now behind bars, accused of a horrific crime. He's charged with the murder of a young woman who traveled all the way from the United Kingdom, allegedly to pay him to carry out a deadly plan for her to be sexually abused, tortured, and ultimately killed. Sonia Exelby, from Portsmouth, England, was reported missing in October 2025 by her worried family when she failed to return home from a trip to the United States. But tragically, it was already too late. Days later, her body was discovered in a shallow grave in a wooded area of Ocala, Florida. Now, 54-year-old Dwain Hall of Ocala faces charges of premeditated first-degree murder and kidnapping. His trial is set for November 5 in Marion County. The chilling plot began in 2023 when Hall and Exelby connected on a fetish website. Their online discussions quickly turned dark, revolving around bondage, suicide, and Sonia's desire to have someone kill her. Hall, who described himself as a sadist, allegedly began a process he called mentoring Exelby. His Facebook page even showed a fascination with Anubis, the Egyptian god of the underworld. Over the year leading up to her death, their online conversations showed Sonia offering to help Hall with money he owed the IRS. They allegedly agreed that Sonia would pay him $4,000 cash for his debt in exchange for his help in achieving what she wanted. They even came up with a cover story to tell their families and potentially law enforcement. After 2 years of online messaging, Sonia, a young woman with a love for singing, booked a flight from England to a rural area of North Florida to meet Hall. This wasn't her first attempt at orchestrating her own death. Authorities in the United Kingdom had thwarted a 2024 attempt where she tried to meet online individuals who would be willing to kill her violently. Sonia also had known mental health diagnoses. This time, evidence on her computer indicated she was again suicidal and traveling to the U.S. to be possibly sexually abused, tortured, and murdered by unknown individuals. Sonia flew into Gainesville Regional Airport on the evening of October 10, 2025, with a return flight scheduled for October 13th. Hall allegedly picked her up and took her to an Airbnb in Reddick, Florida, which she had reserved in her name. Before the airport pickup, Hall made a suspicious shopping trip to a Gainesville Walmart, purchasing gun cleaner, 50 feet of rope, deodorant, and sturdy nylon parachute cord. After paying, he went back for one more item, a shovel. These details were uncovered by investigators who reviewed Walmart receipts and surveillance video. The next day, after spending one night with Hall, Sonia sent long, disjointed messages to a friend via Discord. She wrote that last night was so bad and that Hall had her locked in and taken her phone because he doesn't trust me with it. She noted the poor cell signal in the middle of nowhere, expressing regret and fear. I thought he'd do it quick and not give my mind time to stew, she wrote, adding that she knew it would be her last communication. She claimed Hall made her record 3 disclaimer videos and write a letter to her family, saying, "He thought it was funny. I'm so scared, I'm so broken and in so much pain, all I can do is lay here," she typed. "I'm sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying and I'm trying to be quick and my time's up." Later that same day, Hall's bank account for his roadside assistance business charged Sonia's debit card 7 times within about 10 minutes. When Sonia didn't show up for her flight home on October 13th, she was reported missing. The debit card charges to Hall's business quickly led investigators to him. On October 17th, law enforcement found Sonia's body buried in that shallow grave. She had 4 stab wounds on her side, and the label from the shovel Hall bought at Walmart was found in the dirt above her. That same day, Hall was pulled over on Interstate 75. Before his arrest, he allegedly messaged a friend on Facebook about a package he was sending containing precious and valuable personal items. He wrote, "We'll need this back in 6 months if this storm passes over with no lingering fallout." Investigators later recovered the package, finding a bracelet and a 7-inch steel knife engraved with the words, "Dock or pointy end goes in the other guy." DNA from blood samples on the knife matched Sonia's. Initially, Hall denied knowing Sonia, but eventually admitted to taking a video of her, claiming she was not behaving right, so he deleted it. Investigators later recovered that chilling video, which Hall had deleted just 3 seconds after recording it. The 4-minute, 16-second video shows a bruised and disheveled Sonia sitting in the airbag. Hall can be heard asking her questions and directing her answers. Sonia rarely looks at the camera, visibly upset, with tears in her eyes, exhaling deeply and swallowing hard, hesitant to respond. When Hall asks her why she is there, she quietly replies, "Because I'm an awful person." Pressed further, she says, "I've crushed everyone who ever loves me." When asked how she wants to die, she hesitates, then says she wants to be stabbed. She reveals she'd been beaten over the past days, and when asked if she was coerced, she silently shakes her head. Hall demands, "This is how you wanted to die, right? You wanted to be beaten and made to suffer because you're such a piece of S." She nods. "Say it," he orders. "I needed to be beaten and suffer cause I'm such a piece of S," Sonia says. Hall replies, "Good, good," asking if she is happy and getting what she wants. She nods. Hall later told investigators that Sonia didn't do what she was supposed to do. He claimed she didn't bring him cash, and he was upset. Instead, she gave him her debit card, but he was only able to get $1,200 from it after multiple declines. Dwain Hall is being held in the Marion County Jail on 6 felony charges and could face the death penalty. It's a dark case, revealing a truly horrific online pact and its tragic end.